Okay, hi, hello, if you're new here. My name is Aphrodite, and this is Aphrodite's house. I am a psychic medium. I am a spiritual advisor. I speak on all things mystical, magical, esoteric, or maybe you don't, and you're new here, and that's kind of the point of the intro, right? Okay, so let's just kind of jump right in. Okay, here we go. Let's try this again. Spirituality and keep up culture. Why the two don't mix. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's reel it in. Let's get into it. Some of you feel prepared to be called out. Again, I'm just the mouthpiece for spirit. I'm just the mouthpiece for source. If you don't like it, take it up with a higher power. That's quite literally what I do. You don't have to like it. It's just the cold hard facts. If you find yourself getting a little offended by what I'm saying, I'm going to need you to sit down with your coffee, tea, and or water. Okay, I'm going to need you to grasp that cup carefully, and I'm going to need you to ask yourself why you're offended by what I'm saying. Because what I'm saying should not offend you. If you're offended by what I'm saying, then the problem is likely you. Okay. You're going to have to sit with that one. The problem is likely you if you're offended by what I'm saying, because if it doesn't apply to you, what? It doesn't apply, let it fly. And if it doesn't apply to you, then it shouldn't offend you. But if it offends you, then you need to sit with yourself and ask yourself why it offends you and what exactly did I say that offended you. So let's just dive right in. Keep up culture. For us, specifically those who are on that spiritual path of higher knowledge, whether it be that you just want to grow and learn more about yourself spiritually, or whether you feel called to join into a particular practice or join a particular religion. Everyone's different. Everyone's path is different. Mine was to learn across multiple religions and multiple practices. Learn with multiple teachers across the globe, right? I still have many places to visit, many mentors to meet, and many things to learn. And then spread my knowledge with other people. That is what I am destined to do. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I will continue to do until the day I am no longer in this vessel. Yeah. I came straight out of retirement for this one. That's a conversation for another day. Man. All right. A lot of this stuff, this current stuff, this soft girl lifestyle, this spoil yourself, this treat yourself, the delulu is the salulu. Like, I get it. It's great. It's fun. Some of this stuff can be helpful. Some of this stuff can help you dive back into maybe having a bit more self-love. Some of it can maybe help you move into a space of creativity, specifically being a bit more delusional. I understand that it's helped people to kind of be a bit more expansive with how they envision their lives. I get it. Be delusional, be free, have high expectations. Anything's possible. I'm not saying don't have an expansive mindset. I'm saying have an expansive mindset without being delusional, without being completely delusional. Let's be realistic. A lot of us on these spiritual paths, a lot of us, myself included, we go through trials and tribulations. We go through trauma. Okay. A lot of things that we have to deal with. A lot of deep subconscious healing. A lot of deep diving. A lot of letting go of things. Some of these things could have caused deep blockages, addictions, things of that nature. And that's why sort of the keep up culture, trying to keep up with everything is so dangerous for people on our path, especially those of us who are learning, but even more so for those who don't have mentors or people who are kind of educating them. And I'm going to kind of give an example. I'm going to treat myself, right? that whole trend, beautiful trend, investing in yourself, doing something that's going to be great for you, right? Let's say your particular problem is with wealth. You want to accumulate wealth. You want to be on the frequency of accumulating wealth. Well, one of the first lessons that you learned was that wealth was a frequency. You didn't want to chase it away. You didn't want your wealth frequency to think in terms of scarcity. So you weren't going to think in terms of scarcity. So you were just going to spend your money and do this and that and invest in yourself. And then I'm down to my last $5. But if I'm thinking that I'm down to my last $5, then it's signaling to my bank account that I'm broke. And I don't want to be broke. So I'm not going to do that. And I need to really invest in myself and give myself good energy. So I'm going to spend my last $5 on something that maybe I really want. Maybe this snack or this treat or whatever. So not only did you just probably give into a pressure that makes no real sense to you because you haven't fully dissected the frequency anyway and what's aligned to you, right? So you should probably see someone, first of all, to figure out where you currently sit in terms of your financial frequency, like where you specifically sit in terms of the relationship that you share with your financial frequency, because everyone does not sit within the same, everybody's kind of at a different sector depending on how they built their relationship with wealth and the vibration to wealth. You're so worried about not having money that you're trying not to have this scarcity mindset, but that's still kind of a scarcity mindset. So you're kind of trying to outsmart the frequency. You can't do that. That's not a special hack. It doesn't work. I hate to break it to you. You're spending your last $5 trying to do something nice for yourself. You want to not feel bad about the fact that you basically have no money in your bank account. That's what you're doing. That can be a form of addiction. Whether or not you choose to admit it is totally up to you. Especially if you have a spending addiction. Let's be realistic here. You want to put it under the guise of, I'm not shopping. I'm not spending $150. This isn't part of my shopping addiction. You just spent your last $5. Let's be realistic. Part of building a positive relationship with wealth would have been, I realized that I have $5 left in my bank account. Maybe let's not stress about it. But maybe let's put it into my savings account. You could have even, let's be realistic. Everything's typically digital these days. Now, not always. Some people like to carry around physical money because, Age of Aquarius and cyber attacks and, the banks are going to fall and, everyone, that's a conversation for another day. But if it's digital, you could move money down to the last cent, which means you could have taken that $5 and even split that in half and put half of that into your savings. Do you understand what I'm saying? There are ways to signal that you're financially responsible. Here's the thing. You can try every tip and trick in the book to try and outsmart the frequency or build a better relationship with the until the frequency sees, 1, that you're a bit more relaxed, 2, that you've got your addictions under control, and 3, that you've become more financially responsible. You're never going to get what it is that you're asking for 110%, because even if you get what you're asking for, you're not going to be able to know how to maintain it. This doesn't just go for that. This goes for anything, like the soft girl lifestyle. I need to be soft and I need to just have someone who's going to take care of me. Okay, stop. A lot of us, especially those in the spiritual community, we get taken care of because we're doing our divine mission. Okay? Not because a sugar daddy's going to pop out of the woodworks and take care of us for the rest of our lives. Did you ever notice that when you're on your path and doing your job, doing your soul's purpose, the things you need are taken care of even when you're stressed out? I'm going to say that again, even when you're stressed out. Earth angels just appear. Hey, I noticed you looked a little frantic. Do you want me to take you to lunch today? Or someone just sits and talks to you and takes that weight off of your chest. Or someone just randomly compliments you And that makes you feel so much lighter. And because you feel so much lighter, you're able to get more work done, or you feel more productive. You know, there's a way that the universe, source, whatever, however you choose to view it, however you choose to view the divine creator of everything, has a way of balancing things out. And you have to let the divine do its job without you trying to hack every system. Not everything is going to work for you, and trying to keep up with keep up culture is going to your soul, okay? You're going to be dragging. It's going to feel like your soul is split into 50,000 people, and it's literally going to feel like physical death, because it is. Your soul is like, hey, what the hell are you doing? I'm not destined for this. This is so uncomfortable at this point that I don't even know what we're doing. I don't even know who we are. Now we're suffering from a full-blown identity crisis because you're trying to do this and do that and keep up with this and do that and do that. And you're not supposed to be doing that. Just do what you were supposed to do. And I've shown you 100 times you'll be taken care of. And you keep veering off of that and doing what everyone is telling you to do. And now you're stressed out because you're doing what everyone else is telling you to do. You don't have to do what everyone else is telling you to do. I'm trying to help you because a lot of people, even those within the spiritual community, as much as I love my community, don't want to help you, okay? They want to take you only so far and then have you relying on them. Oops. That's how some of the girlies within our community and even some of the divine masculines who aren't so divine, but they could be if they weren't, doing the dirt. That's how they end up top tier, making all that money, rolling in all that money. A lot of them will only take you so far, and you have to keep rolling back and coming back, okay? There's a difference between choosing to come back because someone's work is just so good and it speaks for itself over time, and you work with them consistently because of that, and you feeling like you have to go back because if you don't, then you just feel stuck. Do you get what I'm saying? You should never be going to someone and then afterwards you're like, okay, I'll be back in a week. Like, the information I've given you should have been enough to help you for at least a couple of months. Like, if you feel the need to come back and see me after a week, then I'm not doing my job. So here's the advice I'm going to give to anyone who's been trying to keep up with all of this. I want to shift my reality, my perspective, do this, I've tried every tip and trick in the book and it's not working. My finances aren't going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I feel stuck and I feel it's just not working in my manifestation. Breathe. I'm going to help you out right now, okay? I'm going to help you out. Free of charge, because I love you. Well, I love humanity and I want us all to get there one step at a time, but I'm going to help you, okay? Spirit is not going to give you not dilly squat. I say this with love because I have to be the mouthpiece, but I cannot afford to sugarcoat anything because we are entering into the age of Aquarius. I cannot afford to sugarcoat anything. You all had how many Upton years to let these people sugarcoat shit for you? Yeah. You done let everyone sugarcoat everything to you and give it to you with glitter all over it, and you're mad that it's not working. The glitter is gone. We're done with that. It's gone. I'm giving it to you as it is, as it should have been from the beginning. You're not gonna get dilly squat until you do the inner work, okay? Be realistic with yourself. If you've got I don't care if the addiction is stressing about what the weather is gonna look like tomorrow. That's an addiction. Look, anything can be an addiction. There, I said it. Anything. Okay? You want to be the healthiest motherfucker on the planet? Addiction. I need to get my, I don't know, 120 ounces of water in it. This is just an example. That's an addiction. If you feel the need to stick to it and it is a routine and you are obsessive about it, it is an addiction. If you cannot do something in particular, and I'm not talking about people who suffer from OCD. I'm talking about people who within the spiritual community suffer from addiction, because a lot of us do. That's what happens, right? A lot of us go through these trials and tribulations. I wrote about this in my book, which is not done yet. Often how our first initiation into the world, into spirituality, is not from higher institutions of learning. It's from our young childhood and the traumas that we went through. That is often the first initiation. The first initiation are those traumas that we go through, because we get up out of those traumas, and then that's what sets us on that path of, man, I gotta fix this shit so no one else goes through this. That's the first initiation, right? The second is often, man, I gotta heal myself first of my addictions, of anything that I could be holding on to in terms of trauma, deeply rooted subconscious stuff. This could be talking negatively about yourself, your finances. I'm not worthy. I don't think I truly deserve this. And I don't care how many times you look in that mirror and say, I am gorgeous. I say your 20,000 some affirmations. I used to do the same thing. I used to listen to every affirmation subliminal in the book to rewire my subconscious while I slept, because I was so sure that no matter how many times I said my little affirmations in the mirror, deep in my subconscious, I didn't believe it. And that's the thing. You could tell yourself whatever you want, but deep in the back of your mind, if you're still holding on to that trauma, you don't believe what you're saying. Delulu is not the Salulu, because you're not actually healing, are you? Are you healing? Or are you just fronting like you're healing so that you can get what you're asking for? Come on now. You can be real with me. I'm not going to judge you. You know why I'm not going to judge you? Because I did that. I cannot judge you off of the things that I did. I wouldn't be able to sit here and call you out on this shit if I didn't have to call myself out on this shit. If my spirit team didn't call me out on this shit first. Again, I say it on my channel all the time. I will always use myself as the number one example. You will never see me get up on this platform and talk about something if I didn't go through it. It's just not happening. I will never get up here and feed you bullshit. It's just not possible. I will only ever talk about something I experienced. I will only ever talk about something I have experienced in, something I have healed through, something I have put in the effort to work on. That's just how it works. Over here, anyway, in my house, in Aphrodite's house. That's how it works. We heal so we can heal others. You don't like it? Go somewhere else. I don't know what to tell you. We heal over here. They don't call me mother for nothing, you know? It is what it is, but I digress. Back onto the subject. Keep up culture, trying to keep up with all this shit is going to literally make your soul feel like, you know. That's why you keep saying, I want to go home so bad. Yeah, your soul is about tired of your shit. Your higher self is about tired of your shit. That's what I should say. Your higher self is looking at you like, look, I know past, present, and future. I can guide you to where you need to go if you would just sit your ass down for 10 minutes and meditate and talk to me and ask me what I can do to assist you and how you can get there, instead of taking advice from people who don't have your best interest at heart. How you gonna be spiritually gifted? How you gonna be spiritually gifted? Have a connection to yourself, mind you, that connects you quite literally to source, the creator of, I don't know, everything, and still not use that reliable source. I don't get it. You know? My higher self had to beat me. Excuse me. I mean, not like that, but you know. You know how you make a joke with your ancestors and you can feel one of them pop you in the back of the head? Yeah. That's my higher self. Like every 5 seconds of the day. But I'm funny. I'm unnecessarily funny. And I make jokes every 5 seconds of the day because I can't be serious because I'm one of those, if you can't laugh at your pain, tee hee hee hee, you know, that's how traumatic my life was. And it's always the funny motherfuckers who's crying on the inside for real. Yeah, I'm one of those. So you know you can trust me because I've been through it. No, but in all seriousness, if you didn't laugh at that, I don't know what to tell you. That was funny. That was hilarious. You should have laughed. If you're not laughing, I don't know what to tell you. You're just not. You have no sense of humor. This is not the channel for you. You gotta go. No, I'm just kidding. And also, see, I make myself laugh. Even if nobody watches this video, I made myself laugh. So, you know, it was worth it. But in all seriousness though, there's a difference between, you know, what's destined for you and then just trying to get in where you don't fucking fit in because you're trying to make shit happen that's not supposed to be happening for you. My job wholeheartedly is to, as a psychic medium, my gift is to align people to the frequency of Venus. And a lot of people get really confused when I say that. I did this breakdown before. Venus, my name is Aphrodite. It's no secret. I do a lot of readings surrounding love. That's like self-love and romantic love, but also Venus. When we think Venus, we think Taurus. When we think Taurus, we think luxury. We think financial wealth. We think money, prosperity, just oozing and sexy. Yeah. That's my job. I speak to your ancestors who tell me the best way to align you to that frequency. How do we get you there? What are the tools you need? You know, are there going to be mentors all along the way who you're going to meet who will help you progress on that path? You know, these are for the people who want to build generational wealth and lifelong happiness and actually heal, not the people who want to make a quick 10K and blow it, you know? If that's you, I hate to break it to you, but the girlies and the men out here, they're committing fraud. There you go. That's how they're doing it. They're committing fraud. So if that's what you were looking for, there's your answer. Good luck with that. Anyways, my video cut out, but that is all I've got for you in this one because I am running out of space. So I will see you in the next video. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. And I hope this video was helpful. If not, then, you know, I'm sorry it wasn't very helpful, but at least it was honest. You will always get nothing but honesty from Aphrodite. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.